presents. This is CBS.
This may take a little getting used to. Listen.
Hi, folks, and welcome back, everybody. I'm Tom, and this is the Colorcast now for Tuesday night. It's the 9th of August, 1994, up and running, as you can see, from beautiful downtown Fort Lee, New Jersey, overlooking the fabled George Washington Bridge. Weren't these here last night at the same time? It's like we're having a funeral tonight. So anyway, last night, CZ and I are in the car, the CNBC limo, going back to Manhattan. You know, I've often wondered if you've been in New York and you go down the West Side Highway, you see Manhattan and its enormity, and then you look across at New Jersey, and there's not much over here. You know, there are some apartment buildings and stuff. And I've often wondered, like, when Peter Minuet bought this from the Native Americans, Manhattan Island, what was it, 1604, why didn't they build all this stuff over in Jersey and just have a park on Manhattan? You know, they could have had just one bridge and just gone there on Sunday afternoons to play polo. But no, they built it all on Manhattan, and New Jersey is kind of, you know, rural, peaceful countryside. So anyway, we get on the bridge last night, we're going home, and there's a tremendous amount of traffic because, in honor of our visit here, they have closed the lower lane of the George Washington Bridge, so you go over the upper. And there's a lot of traffic out there, and we have a very fine driver who makes a lot of great moves, and all of a sudden, Horowitz looks at me, and I look at Horowitz, and we say to each other, is it us? Or is Nat King Cole singing Lazy, Crazy, Hazy Days of Summer, or Rambling Rose? And Horowitz says, you know, I thought I was going nuts. I hear Nat King Cole. I says, me too. We can't fight. You know, it's one of these guys next to us in like a 53 Merc. And he's got a radio in there that entertains not just him, but 5 city blocks as he goes down the street. And all we could hear all the way across the bridge was Nat King Cole singing Rambling Rose. What a night. Conan O'Brien joins us on this program tonight, the host of, and I get the titles all screwed up. It's The Late Show with David Letterman. It's Later with Greg Kinnear. It's Late Night with Conan O'Brien. That'd be on NBC TV. That'd be at 12:35 p.m. following your Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Mr. O'Brien is commemorating about his first anniversary as a talk show host. He came to the program as a comedy writer, very successful with Saturday Night Live and The Simpsons over on the Fox network, and he joins us tonight to review his first year on the air and talk about the difficulties of getting a program on the air 5 nights a week. Also tonight, the celebrated composer and performer and raconteur, Mr. Marvin Hamlisch, who recently completed the fabulous Barbra Streisand concert tour as her musical director. So Marvin Hamlisch and Conan O'Brien on the Colorcast tonight from Fort Lee, New Jersey. Now, you know, you've been really good to me on this program, all of you who watch the old Colorcast here on the cable company, and so I don't want you to wake up in the paper tomorrow morning and read something in the papers that you didn't hear from me first. We went over tonight, a bunch of us, to the Ed Sullivan Theater in Manhattan with David Letterman and people from CBS and people from Worldwide Pants, the David Letterman Company, and we announced that starting sometime later on this year, this program, or basically me and what this program is, are going to be moving over to CBS at 12:35 after David Letterman. And this has been written about in the press now since last January, when I believe a writer for the New York Daily News, Mr. David Bianculli, did a column saying, hey, CBS, how about putting Tom on after Dave? And I'm going to wake up any second and the alarm clock is going to go off, but I love late nights so much, and I love David Letterman so much as a friend and broadcaster, that I just decided, let's go do this and see what happens. So I hope you'll join us over there whenever this happens, very, very late this year or early in 1995, and we'll have the 800 phone number, and we plan to be on CBS Radio simulcasting, and we'll try and involve you in that program as we have in this one once it starts. And I also want to thank everybody here at CNBC, from Roger Ailes, the president, down to Andy Friendly and Mark Rosenweig, who have a direct involvement with this program, and Tom Rogers from CNBC and NBC Cable, for allowing me to pursue this and being gentlemen about this and making it a very, very pleasant experience and what I hope will be a very, very smooth transition. And by the way, we'll be announcing an 800 phone number, and if you'd like to host this program in the future, you can just call us up and, you know, just come on in here and try it out. So anyway, like I say, I don't, you know, we're family here, and I don't want you to read this in the paper, so tomorrow morning it might be in there that Tom's moving over to the other place at the end of the year. I'm sorry. I know. Didn't want to. I'm sorry. Should I tell him the story about the newscaster? Yeah. There's a newscaster who was very popular. I won't give his name. Ernie Anastas. Oh, no. Ernie was very, very popular at Channel 7 Eyewitness News here in New York, and Ernie left Channel 7 to go to WCBS some years back. So one night, Ernie, who's a very fine newscaster, very popular here in the New York area, Ernie's in a restaurant, and a guy comes over and he says, "Hey, Ernie," he says, "I hear you're going from Channel 7 to Channel 2. Ernie says, "Yeah." He says, "I'm going to miss you." So I hope we don't get too many of those letters, you know. No. Anyway, here on videotape is just a little snippet of what transpired tonight at the Ed Sullivan Theater over on 53rd and Broadway in New York, New York. You folks at home, watch the monitors.
As we started our television program in February of, was it 80? February of 81 or something? 82.
82.
Thanks, Tom.
You're welcome.
Don't ever correct me again in public.
How many people are there in the country? 250, 60 million people? And how many people would you guess, Dave, watch the Conan O'Brien, the late night show over there at NBC?
About half that?
Hey.
I'm not very good with demographics.
You know, Dave, if that's the case, we do have a problem, you know that. But let's say, just for the sake of conversation, that 5 million homes watch the program on NBC, Conan O'Brien, who, incidentally, I'm interviewing later tonight on CNBC. And that leaves 245 million that are not watching that program. I mean, we will settle for... Did you just crack your nose? What's the matter?
Getting on your nerves already?
God almighty. First, don't correct me, and now this, for God's sake.
You said money's not important, but how much is the unimportant money involved?
Let's see. You announced last night you're making, what, $450 when you had Howard Stern?
I clear $450
Yeah,
at the end of the week.
You've been here a year, so I'm getting $3 1/4. Yeah. But there are Christmas bonuses.
No, there are.
See, that was Howard Stringer, the president of CBS, and when I said there are Christmas bonuses, then Howard said, "No, there aren't." and it got a big laugh. And like I said, no, huh? Anyway, we'll be back here with Conan O'Brien and your phone calls, and a little bit later on, Marvin Hamlish will join us for a sing-along. Settle back, fire up a colortini, and watch the pictures now as they fly through the air. I'm sorry.
There's a place near you where the mountain climbers never touch the ground, where the bodies are made of iron and the bikes of titanium alloy. It's Performance Bicycle Shop with over 6,000 square feet of high-tech cycling gear. But if you go, bring a stump-jumping spirit and your Visa card. Because at Performance, they take cycling to the extreme, but they don't take American Express. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be.
It's already known for surviving virtually every form of driving torture known to man, except one.
Are we there yet? He's touching me. I want to go home.
Introducing Discovery, the family vehicle from Land Rover.
I have to go again.
At the Discovery Channel, we go to extraordinary lengths to tell extraordinary stories. Stories that take you off the beaten path. So if we see it, you see it. The Discovery Channel. Explore your world. one adult cereal could be this much fun to eat. Basic 4, a colorful mix of flakes, fruits, and nuts. Basic 4, tastes so good, you'll forget it's for adults.
You can make small miracles happen for a child, a family, and a community living in poverty overseas. For more information, call Child Reach, 1-800-826-1110.
CNBC moves the markets, and the press agrees. USA Today reports Elaine Garzarelli told CNBC the market could drop. Within minutes, the Dow was tumbling. The Washington Post raves. CNBC triggers a frenzy, moves markets from Tokyo to Toronto. And the Wall Street Journal says Gerber products surged after CNBC reported Nestle might acquire the company. The message is clear. If you're not watching CNBC, you're losing money. The power to move the markets. CNBC, first in business. Tonight from Washington, go beyond the headlines to the reasons why. Equal Time with Mary Matalin and exciting guests. It's never politics as usual on Equal Time.
We are back and joined by the star of Late Night with Conan O'Brien. Obviously, he'd be the star or his name would not be part of the title. And this is the first time he's been here since the announcement about, what, a year?
You were the first show I did.
A year and a month ago, huh?
No, it was longer than that. It was in April of '93. So yeah, it would have been a year and like 4 months ago or something.
And you've been on the air now for about 1 year.
Just about a year, coming up on a year.
How has it changed? You know, I remember we asked you in the beginning, what's it going to be like? And my God, how could you know?
How can you really know?
Right.
Exactly.
But now that you have done it for a year, if it were a piece of film and you could hold it up to the light, what would you see there?
You'd see the whole show slowly evolve into an hour of country music, which is what it is now. I don't know if you've checked it out lately.
I have, yeah.
And we have a whole...
I like when Dolly Parton comes on. That's
She's
good.
Great.
Yeah, it's fabulous. Yeah,
We get a lot of the hee-haw gang
Yeah,
there.
it's fabulous.
We have a good time.
And then Kenny Rogers the other night, man, was that fabulous, huh? When he did the gambling song? Yeah, that was thigh-slapping time.
Anything, yeah.
Yeah.
Just good old country humor.
Yeah.
I think you would see, first of all, you'd see my hair get under control in the course of the year. You get the old kinescopes from back a year ago, and you look at the show. My hair was way out of control. Now, it's calm, it's relaxed.
Well, you don't shake your head around as much as you used to in your monologue.
I don't.
And you used to kind of shake around and that would make the bangs go and stuff.
Exactly, exactly. And it was a zoning problem within the building. We had the pompadour knocking out Klieg lights. So the whole thing is, I think, more relaxed. I think the show is.
And what about the process by which you get this thing on the air? I've been at NBC when you and your gang have been working all day doing, rehearsing your comedy material and stuff. People would think that you go in and you work 1 hour a day. Not so.
No, it's like an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, I show up at about 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Drunk out of my skull.
I hear that about you, yeah.
You gotta, every day as I get in there around 10 o'clock in the morning.
You're kidding.
No, I get in there early and I clean out the bathroom. And I'm responsible actually for, there are a lot of meetings on these shows. I mean, you gotta meet with your segment producers. I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but we do a lot of comedy on the show. There's a lot to do. It's a full day doing the show. And then usually I'm there till 9, 10 o'clock at night.
What do you like on television? We were talking before here about television. Like when you were a kid, it's totally different from what it is now. Tell the folks about when you were a kid, if it just came in clear.
This is what I was saying to you just before the show. There's already a generation gap between me and my younger brother. My youngest brother, Justin, is 10 years younger than me. And I had a very different experience watching TV when I was a kid than he did in just that 10 years. I remember when I was a kid growing up, there was a real excitement. If you turned on the TV and you were flipping around, and if a station came in clearly, there was this excitement. It's coming in. It didn't matter what it was. You could be watching Candlepins for Cash, some kind of bowling show. It didn't matter. If it came in clearly, there was this real visceral excitement. This comes in good. This looks good.
Let's watch this.
Let's watch it. And TV is it's changed so much just since I was a kid. I'm 31 years old, but I feel like an old man when I talk to some younger viewers sometimes because they have a different experience. They are 60 channels. They're all first-run movies showing.
I know. And then consider the differences between my first experience viewing television and yours. When I was that age, television came on Wednesday through Sunday only. It came on at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and left the air by 7 o'clock at night to get out of the way of radio when the big-time radio program started. It was in black and white. And again, reception was a major problem. They had the test pattern with the round circles. And we would spend the afternoon adjusting the set so that the circles were round, so that therefore when people came on, their heads were not out of whack.
There was also, I remember there was that, there was a screen before they had color TV sets, they had a screen.
You could put it in front.
You could put in front of the TV that gave it sort of a greenish hue.
What it was, it had like yellow right here in the middle and blue here at the top and green here at the bottom, and so that when you watched it, because the picture flickered anyway, the reception was so imperfect, it would appear as if you were watching some kind of a color image.
Sure.
And then in the 50s,
I long for those days, by the way.
They were wonderful days.
They
were wonderful days in broadcasting because you could watch them inventing something before your very eyes, and it was all live, so you saw the warts. And then in the 50s, there was talk of color television, but on our block, Dad would always say, we ain't getting that color till it's perfected. And, I mean, you know.
Well, we didn't get a color TV set in my house till I think it was 1977. That's pretty late. We were watching an old black and white.
You're kidding.
And my oldest brother, Neil, well, I come from this family where my dad drives the car until
the wheels fall off, yeah.
Literally, when a car has 250,000 miles on it,
it's broken
when the car could have gone to the moon and back, my dad starts to consider maybe it's time to, you know, put new wood paneling on this whole thing, you know? That's when he even starts to consider. But in my house, we did not have color TV, and my brother Neil, my oldest brother, was vehement about this. We've got to have color TV, and all the shows were in color.
Oh, we too were begging for color TV, and my dad would always say, it's not perfected yet. Into the 60s.
It still isn't perfected.
Well, you're right. You're right. You know, you're absolutely
still
correct.
Isn't quite there.
We are here with Conan O'Brien, who is the host of Late Night on NBC. It comes on the air at 12:35 Eastern Time. That'd be 11:35 Central Time.
Oh, by the way, I also want to congratulate you, too.
I want to talk to you about that in a second.
All right.
And this nonsense that we all become sparring partners when, in fact, I've seen you with David Letterman.
Sure.
I've seen David Letterman with you, and I have been with David, and I mean...
It's so incestuous and sick, the whole thing.
Just awful.
But, no, I congratulate you. Welcome to the pool.
Thank you. Thank you. I've been there.
I know. The water's great.
Okay. We will continue with Conan O'Brien and all of you on the toll-free exchange. You know it, you love it, you call it at 1-800-800-CNBC. That'll be 800-2622. We'll be right back after these messages.
This is CNBC. This program is sponsored by Alliance Capital.
There are over 5,000 mutual funds in the United States today. To determine which fund is best for you, we suggest you read each prospectus carefully. Then call your financial advisor or Alliance Capital. 1-800-789-1020. We'll help you get started. Real people, smart thinking, plain English. Alliance Capital. Mutual funds without the mystery.
Warms my soul.
Smitty, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Whoever heard of a cold cereal that made you feel warm all over? Quaker Honey Nut Toasted Oatmeal, honey and almonds, and crunchy little oatmeal oats on top.
Warms my soul.
Hi, Lori. Hi, Mom, Dad.
Quaker Toasted Oatmeal.
That's better.
It's cold,
but it warms my soul.
Why would 9 out of 10 customers recommend Century 21 to their friends?
Now what we have is a written handshake, and that's the seller service pledge. They promise that I'll do what I say I'm going to do. Century 21 sells more homes.
Century 21, rated #1.
Do you know anybody that used drugs? Yeah. You ever did it? Never. Well, some people be pressuring you into doing it, you do it. Not me. I'd never go near it. Would you? No, because drugs mess up your mind. And you can't be what you want to be when you grow up.
Do you toss and turn all night long? Do you wake up with neck and shoulder pain? Try the Contour Pillow, anatomically designed for the natural contour of your head and neck to support and align your spine for a great night's sleep. Look, ordinary pillows lose shape and sag, causing neck tension and back pain. But the Contour Pillow provides gentle orthopedic support. Tense muscles relax. You awake refreshed.
The difference I feel in my neck and my back is really amazing.
Best of all, my husband doesn't snore anymore.
Therapeutic pillows cost $60 or more. Now enjoy the ultimate night's sleep for only $19.95. Order in the next 10 minutes and we'll also include this washable cover absolutely free. Enjoy the best night's sleep you've ever had or return it for a full refund. The Contour pillow is now available. Order now.
For shipment of your Contour pillow within 7 days, use your credit card and call 1-800-292-3100 or send $19.95 plus $5.95 shipping and handling to Contour Pillow, P.O. Box 11624, Charlotte, North Carolina.
We're back with Conan O'Brien from the late night over at NBC at 12:30. I mentioned in the break, you have, if not the best, one of the best bands in all of talk show television, the Max Weinberg 7.
The Max Weinberg 7.
Did you recruit them? Did they walk through the door? How did they?
I taught them everything they know.
Is that right? Yeah.
It's an interesting story. I was looking for a band. This is over a year ago. I was looking for a band. I was looking at a lot of people. I wasn't finding quite what I wanted. I was staying at the Riga Royal Hotel right here in New York. I mention it because I get paid if I do.
I understand.
And I went out one night. I had a bad headache. Literally had been searching for a month, I think, for a band. Couldn't find one. Went out to get aspirin. I'm standing on a street corner on the west side, you know, in Midtown, and I've just bought the aspirin. I have my little bag of aspirin. I'm standing on the street corner, and I hear someone say, Conan O'Brien. I turn around, it's Max Weinberg. And we started talking. He said, listen, you know, I knew him from the E Street Band, and he said, I think I know what you're talking about. I said, I'm looking for a band that will bring back this kind of old era of TV music, but do it in a new way.
Right.
And he said, I think I know exactly what you're talking about. And I thought about it for a while, and he auditioned, and right after the audition...
Oh, you know, sure.
Yeah, and it just... I got into a small room, and it really, he blew the walls off that room.
It's almost a big band sound.
Not very many musicians, but they do have a big sound, and they... what I like about it is that a lot of people have commented, it's nice to see a drummer lead the band, and a lot of people, a lot of young people have said to me, they've never seen that before, and what a neat idea. And what they don't know, and Max and I have talked about, is that drummers used to be the leaders of the band.
Oh, they drove the band, no question about it. Tex Beneke and Les Brown and all of them.
Yeah, and it works on TV, too, because you see Max drumming. It's very kinetic, it's very visual, and it's fun to look at. I mean, I was a frustrated drummer for years, and I just like to watch it. I just like to watch it.
It's very, very good. It really, it kind of pulls the show together in a very, very nice way. Anyway, folks are stacked up on the toll-free highway. Here's Dave calling from somewhere in Florida. Hi, Dave. It's Tom. How are you?
How you doing, Frank?
I'm pretty good.
How you doing, Tom?
Pretty good, Dave. How about yourself?
Terrific, man. I got your card yesterday.
Oh, good.
Thank you so kindly, man.
Very, very welcome.
To do with that.
What card was this, Dave?
This was the second one. Remember I sent you the
where they mushed the pic?
The dot?
Yeah.
That was a screw up.
Okay. Well, leave it to our postal service, Dave.
I'm sorry to hear about all the snow you had in New York last night.
All the what?
Frank Field wasn't there to predict the weather?
No, he was here last week.
Oh, yeah. No, you had all the snow pictures. That's what I was joking.
All right. You enjoyed those.
Yeah, that was terrific.
You know, to people who didn't watch last night, Dave, this conversation means absolutely nothing.
Absolutely meaningless.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, but Conan's loving it, too, because he's the master of the non sequitur. Dave, say hi to Conan O'Brien. He's right here.
Hello there, Dave. How are you?
Congratulations, my man. What is the biggest transition for you in terms of going from writing to production and on air?
The biggest transition in terms of like the whole year, what's been the biggest change? I think...
Or like, was it tough for you? I mean, writing is one thing, performing is something else, and there's a knack to it, as you now know.
Yes.
And what was the hardest part of acquiring that groove?
Well, I had been performing, actually. I hadn't been performing a lot on TV, but I'd been performing the entire 8 years that I was in Los Angeles. I've been working on it. But I think the biggest adjustment is that when you're writing, there are times when you're just not into it, you don't feel like it, and you're able to walk away from it for 3 hours, 4 hours at a time and come back to it. Well, that's not the case. I mean, the beauty of these shows is that they're every day. And you can feel like it, you cannot feel like it, and you have to you do your show. And if you walk out there and say, folks, I don't really feel like it tonight, I'm just a little under the weather, and
drive safely on the way home.
I have a bit of a cold, so why don't you just, you're not going to last. You have to, there were times this winter where I was sick. I got pretty sick for a couple of days there, And you can't go out there and say, I'm sick tonight.
No, you can't.
And you just go out there and you do your show. And I think that's the biggest difference, is that it's every day, it's 5:30, and when I do my warm-up for the show, it's a very interactive warm-up, very kinetic. With your audience? With my audience. And, you know, I sing and do stuff with them. Yeah, and this is something that you have to feel like it every day. And that's a muscle. That's a muscle that you build.
There you go, Dave. I'm glad you called. Thanks. Okay, Tom. Nice to have talked to you. It's already gone. Let me ask you a question in all candor here. As I watch the NBC late night schedule, Jay Leno comes on and does a monologue, has a band, talks to guests.
Yes.
Conan O'Brien comes on, does a monologue, has a band, talks to guests. Greg Kinnear comes on, has a monologue, a recorded band, talks to guests.
Yes.
Why does every show have to have a monologue?
They don't really. I mean, mine actually has become almost, you know, mine is as short a monologue as you can do. What I've always believed is that at the most, I'll tell 3 jokes. Sometimes I'll tell 2. It's very short. It's almost, sometimes the jokes, I think, are not the most important part of the monologue. Jay Leno, who's a professional stand-up and does, you know, I don't know, maybe some nights he'll do 35, 40 jokes.
9 minutes of
whatever.
jokes.
What I feel is I go out, I feel that it's important to say hello to people at the top of the show.
Yeah, hi, folks.
That's what I think it is. Everyone does it differently. Jack Parr did it his way. Johnny Carson did his way. Jay Leno does it his way. What I feel is that the important thing...
Your way, thank you.
That's right. You do it your way. I think it's important to go out there and to say, hello. It's nice to see you. We got a nice show. I'm in a good mood tonight. Let's go. And there are 2 jokes in there usually, but I actually think that that's the least important part of the monologue.
In other words, you're going to go out there and let your audience feel you and touch you and realize you're okay and that you like the show and that you're glad that they're watching.
And something that's happened that wasn't there at the beginning of the show, but I think is there more now, is that in the monologue, I'll interact more with the audience. Someone in the audience, you know, I'll ask them something, they'll say something. There's a little bit of, and I actually think that that's the more valuable part of the show than the joke I have about Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley. I actually...
What is the latest joke on
You're asking me?
Yeah. I mean, the only one I heard that is if you wanted to give a present, they were registered at Toys R Us. That's
yeah, no, that's not bad. No, I think we did one on the show. I said, this is interesting.
Wait, I got to do the commercial. With the joke, and then Leslie from West Orange, New Jersey, with Conan O'Brien, and then very shortly Marvin Hamlish. We will continue from Fort Lee after this.
Good evening. I'm Steve Gendell. This is a CNBC News Break, and here's what's happening now. The health care debate plays on. Senator George Mitchell says his plan will help ease the crisis of cost that affects health care, but Republican senators say his plan is too complex. What's inside the yellow envelope? During a hearing today in the O.J. Simpson case, a media lawyer argued that the public has a right to see the contents of the mystery envelope. The defense and prosecution disagree. No rest for Western firefighters. The Corral fire in Idaho nearly tripled in size today. Flames are advancing at a rate of 1 mile an hour. And a Michigan woman who lost custody of her daughter for putting her in daycare will be able to spend more time with the child. A court of appeals today delayed the girl's transfer from her mother to her father. Tomorrow on Money Tonight, see how an old modeling scam can wind up costing you money. I'm Steve Gendell. I'll be back with another news break in 30 minutes.
This is CNBC.
So, did you hear about the big AT&T deal? Well, if you spend $25 a month on AT&T long distance, you can get AT&T True USA savings. 20% off your calls to anyone, anywhere in the USA. And if that wasn't big enough, AT&T True Rewards, with points good for free frequent flyer miles and free AT&T minutes. You won't get this big deal from MCI or Sprint, but to get it, you gotta call AT&T.
Your true voice.
If you want your stomach to look like this, or you want the great feeling of a lean waistline, then you want 8-Minute Abs.
8-Minute Abs is great. I pop it in, I'm done, and it works.
8-Minute Abs takes you through a series of simple movements scientifically designed into an 8-minute program for fast results.
I use 8-Minute Abs, and I recommend it to all of my clients.
I used to wear loose clothes to hide my tummy, but look, now I use 8-Minute Abs.
The secret to 8-minute abs is using the abdominal muscles in a specific sequence to maximize effectiveness and give you results quickly and comfortably.
If you've got 8 minutes and a VCR, you'll get great abs too.
Call now to get yours for $19.95, and we'll also send 8-minute buns absolutely free.
For free 5-day express delivery, have a credit card or check ready and call 1-800-529-9900 or send check or money order for $23.95 to 8-Minute Abs. Post Office Box 193, Devon, Pennsylvania 19333, or call 1-800-529-9900.
Marvin Hamlish soon with us now. Conan O'Brien from Late Night over at NBC TV. And the Michael Jackson joke, we're going to take a pass, right?
I can't top those ones you told during the break.
What is there anything that you don't do jokes about, like O.J. Simpson you don't do?
That's funny. I mean, that's something that we did a comedy piece about we did actually a comedy piece which was more about the way the press was covering it. We did a comedy piece where my sidekick Andy Richter was missing from the show, and I said, well, we'll see where he is, and we cut, and it's the white Bronco on the freeway, and Andy's in it, and we're talking to him on the cellular phone, and he's saying he won't come back till they return the soap operas to daytime because of the coverage. And it was sort of a piece about the whole thing.
It's the periphery, right?
Yeah, but getting into the specifics, it gets a little dodgy because it's a murder.
Of course. People died. Not funny. We are talking with Conan. Here is Leslie from West Orange, New Jersey. Hello.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Leslie. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay, what's up?
Nothing.
Okay, well, I just have a couple questions.
Okay, go ahead, Leslie.
Conan,
the floor is yours. The floor is yours.
Oh, thanks, Conan. I was just wondering, do you ever, these are two questions, actually, do you ever get really bad stage fright, and do you ever get totally starstruck by, like...
I vomit before the show, before every show.
Stop it.
I do. It helps me. It's a purging thing. What you do is, I don't, before the show, more or less, you get up for the show. I don't really anymore get, you know, crying and weeping and gnashing my teeth.
Do you get nervous sometimes, though?
Sometimes you won't get, sometimes what you'll do is I go out and I sense that the audience is maybe a little more sluggish. You'll think, all right, you know, you'll have the tinge of, okay, let's go. We got to win these people over. The starstruck thing is interesting because we were talking about this just before the show.
If not starstruck, do you get a kick out of meeting all the people that you never got to meet before?
Yeah, and I really do. I had asked you, is that something that goes away? Because here it is a year later, and certain people will come on the show, and I'm really happy to meet them. And I think, wow, that's great. You know, Michael Caine is here.
Or like tonight when you met Marvin Hamlish in our green room.
Exactly.
Now
I comment, you know, you go in and you meet these people, and it doesn't go away, and I think that shouldn't go away. It's nice if it comes across on camera. I think especially for me, because I, you know, came out of nowhere and I'm doing this, it's nice for people to see, oh, he gets a kick out of meeting this person.
Exactly.
And I've always hoped that it wouldn't get jaded.
It doesn't. It truly doesn't. I still, even when I saw Marvin tonight, I haven't seen Marvin for maybe 3-4 years, I truly enjoy seeing him because I feel to be a friend, yet I don't see him all the time because I live there and he lives here. Leslie, I'm very glad you called. Thank you. All right, bye-bye. Richard in Montclair, Virginia. Hello.
Hello, Tom Snyder.
Yes, sir. Richard from Montclair. What's going on?
Hi, Conan O'Brien. I'm a big fan of yours.
Oh, thank you. Nice to talk to you.
I was wondering, do you love Howard Stern?
Oh, yeah. How could you not?
Yeah, I do. Actually, I went on Howard Stern's show a couple of months ago, I think. Yeah, I do like Howard Stern.
Hey, are you still there, Richard? Not a chance.
Why did he go?
Well, because we have
Why didn't he stay and talk to us?
No, he would stay, but we...
Why didn't he stay and talk to us?
There's a policy that if they mention Howard Stern, the presumption is they're going to be vulgar, so therefore...
But he seemed like a very nice young man.
Here's what I want to know.
I wanted to speak to him. I wanted to hear.
You know, the biggest piece of news that was made last night, you know, Stern was on the Letterman show last night, knocking me, which he always does, which is fine. But he's leaving radio when his contract runs out in 17 months, which I think is an enormous announcement. You know, can you believe that Howard Stern is leaving radio?
What's he going to get into? Where's he off?
Well, considering how good he's done running for governor of New York and movies, I'm sure he'll find something. But it would seem to me that if somebody who loves Howard Stern, I'd like to hear how they're going to survive after this man leaves radio, if in fact he does that. It may just be a ploy. We don't know.
You never know with Howard Stern. He's wily. He's crafty. You never really know what he's up to.
As they said about Crazy Eddie's prices, he's insane. It's nice of you to come by here tonight.
Yeah, it's nice of you to have me.
My great pleasure. Continued success.
All right, we'll see
Be
you
well.
around.
I'll see you over at 6A whenever I can make it over there.
Come on
I'd
over
love to come by.
anytime, and congratulations.
Oh, thanks, Conan. See you soon, my friend.
We'll see you.
Conan O'Brien, 12:30, NBC Television, actually 12:35, after The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Back with Marvin Hamlish and the music of Barbra Streisand. Well, actually, Marvin Hamlish talking about the music of Barbra Streisand and, you know, tulips to the second caller from Edaville, New Jersey. We'll be right back after these messages. Get off me, please.
Why get only half the workout on an ordinary treadmill when you could go...
The Rams take on the Patriots Saturday night at 10 on Channel 2.
From New York, pH balanced, it's The Late Show with David Letterman. Tonight, Charles Grodin, Andre Agassi, and live via satellite from Woodstock, Calvert DeForest. Plus, Paul Schaefer and the CBS Orchestra. And now, the new Whitewater prosecutor, David Letterman.
Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Thank you. Welcome to the show. I'm Dave. It's Friday night. We could not be happier to have this beautiful group with us here tonight. God bless you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what do you say we go out to Yankee Stadium and hit a few, huh? I guess everybody knows by now, last night, after all of the games were concluded, Major League Baseball players went out on strike. Yep, went out on strike. Some people think that it'll be the end of this season and may continue into next season. But here is the really odd part of this strike, and it's only a few hours old. Somehow, for some reason, the Mets lost again today. You figure that out. That's nice. Come to see the show and get in a little cervical traction time.
Whoa, wow.
So, hey, I'm driving to work today, and a squeegee guy comes up to my car. You know what the squeegee guys are. Yeah. These are the guys, and I think they have them all over the country now. They come to your windshield in your car with a squeegee, and they want to clean your... And so I was in a big hurry, and I didn't really have time to have my windshield squeegeed clean by one of these talented experts. So I waved the guy, and then I looked over. It was Don Mattingly. That's unbelievable, Don Mattingly. I felt so stupid.
Well, he's got time.
Let's talk about this for a second. Have you folks seen the pictures of Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley honeymooning in Hungary? The pictures, Michael Jackson, Lisa Marie Presley, and Mishu, the world's smallest man.
No.
Honest to God, the guy, bless his heart, is about this big. Let me tell you something. If nothing proves that your marriage isn't a publicity stunt, Like spending your honeymoon with a guy in the Guinness Book of Records. I don't know what would exactly. Just... What? You people are in a terrific mood tonight. Did somebody tell you you might win a car? Is that what happened? That's right. All night long, we're giving away Miatas. Yeah! Hang on to those ticket stubs, ladies and gentlemen. Hey. You know, it's already going on right now. In fact, we have, tonight on the program, we have live reports from Woodstock 94.
We do?
Yep, up there in Saugerties, New York. The 25th anniversary of the original Woodstock back in 1969. A lot of people say to me, Dave, you know, it's just a lot of music. And I say, hey, Pedro, hey, hold it. Hey. That's exactly where you're wrong. And they look at me kind of like this. It's more than that. It's a 3-day festival of peace and love. So people are going up to Woodstock trying to recapture that spirit of 1969, and it's contagious down in Washington. President Clinton is trying to relive, you know, his 1969. So I understand this weekend he's not going to Vietnam again. So that'll be good. Yesterday in the Gaza Strip, Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin met with PLO chief Yasser Arafat, and he promised Arafat that there would be more Palestinian self-rule in the Gaza Strip. And he also promised Arafat that he would now stop calling him Ringo. And I thought, well, there we go. Miatas. I'll be damned, Dave's giving away cars. Well, I don't even know if I should bring this up again. You know John Wayne Bobbitt. You know the story of this guy's life.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Today there's an item in the newspaper. He has now been offered $1.5 million to appear in an X-rated movie. And I'm telling you something, I was impressed when they offered Bo Jackson $1 million to play baseball with an artificial hip.
Oh. Yeah,
you make me feel a little like Wayne Newton. Thank you very much.
Isn't this
Hey, let me loosen my tie and do when the Saints go marching in. All right. I'm going to tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. We have a delightful program. This is, hey, don't take my word for it. Read it off the card here. Hand it to me. Hand it to me. Hand it to me. Hand me the card. Hand it to me. No tricks, no stunts. Will you hand me the card? Thank you very much. Had a lot of trouble with that kid. Had a lot of trouble with that kid. Here. Take a look at the show, ladies and gentlemen. There it is right there. Get right up close to the old box. Look at that. There you got that one. Right there. Got a pen? Got a pen? Write Miato on there. Write it on there now. I just said. Miata. Write it on there. Write it on there. It'll be great. Right now. Can you write it on there now? Write it on there now. By all means, take your time. Hi, all right. I'm the only thing on CBS right now. Oh, let me see that card. Let me see that card. Oh, and somebody in the audience tonight is going to go home with one of these. How about that? How about that? Great. We have such a great show. I'm so nervous I don't even know if we should begin it tonight. Let's go ahead and begin it. Charles Grodin, Andre Agassi, and live reports from Woodstock 94. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again. We do it every night. Do me a favor. Say hello to our good friend. He's right over there with the other musicians. It's Paul Schaefer. Nice to have you with us. As I mentioned, today is the day they're kicking off the 25th anniversary celebration of the original Woodstock in upstate New York, and we do have live reports from that site right now with our good friend Calvert DeForest. Hal, do me a favor, turn on the big CBS satellite. Let's go live now to Saugerties, New York, for our Woodstock report with our old friend Calvert DeForest. Here we go. Calvert! Calvert!
Hello!
Calvert, can you hear me?
Yes!
How are things at Woodstock?
They're wonderful. We have big crowds. We have great weather. It's fabulous.
Have you seen anybody naked yet?
Only one naked man. That was it.
And where exactly did that take place, Calvert?
That took place on the grounds.
All right.
Not up here.
Let me ask you something, Calvert. Is it more than a music concert?
What was that, Dave?
Is it a 3-day festival of peace and love?
Yes, Dave.
All right. Now, we want you to give us reports all night long as to what's going on. Can you do that?
I think so.
All right, start with your little report right now, and we'll come back to you later. Let's hear it.
All right. This is Calvert DeForest,
yeah, I know.
live from Woodstock.
Right.
I don't have much to report right now. I just spent the last 4 hours trapped in a porta sand.
Okay, there it is. Live from Saugerties, New York, Woodstock 94. Is that absolutely the best use of satellite technology? Is that what the space program was all about?
You tell us.
Yeah, what do you think? Is he whacked on something already? Anyway, we'll have those reports all night long. Oh, no. Damn.
What?
Well, it happened again. Well, look, it's not even my chair. Boy, is this annoying.
Not even your chair.
No, occasionally this... do me a favor. It'll take a second. I can correct this. I'll be right back.
Right.
I'm very sorry. I'll fix this.
Not even your chair.
It's not my chair.
I don't understand.
I have the wrong chair.
Where are you going?
I'll be all right. Don't get up.
I'll be all right.
Hi. It's all right, I'm Bob Barker.
So today, the government gave car manufacturers 3 years to make the belts more comfortable and convenient. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says seat belts saved more than 5,300 lives last year.
Just gonna mix up with the chairs again.
There are signs tonight that recent hikes in interest rates are doing what they were intended to do, which is slow down the economy. The U.S. government says the index of leading economic indicators rose just 0.2% for the month of June. Still, the manufacturing sector of the economy remains strong. Factory orders were up for the 4th straight month. It was a mix going on.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you. Well. When we come back, Charles Grodin will be right there. Nice to see you, folks. Come on back here. How are you? Nice to see you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the big Friday night program. It's our Friday night festival of peace and love. Charles Grodin is here, Andre Agassi, and Hal, do me a favor, once again, turn it on, the giant CBS satellite. Let's go back live to Woodstock 94 and our own Calvert DeForest.
This is Calvert DeForest reporting live from Woodstock. I can tell you from first-hand experience, the brown acid is still bad.
Now, let me point out something a little odd. This is just the way the world is. You notice when I went out to return the chair, it was dark.
Yeah, I noticed that.
But yet, in upstate New York, it's still kind of sunny.
Out.
Yeah.
It's a different...
There, look at there, sure.
Different latitude.
You know why that is? Exactly, Paul. Paul put his finger right on it. It's a different latitude. It has to do with the curvature of the Earth.
That's what it is.
You see, and it gets darker somehow earlier down here in New York than it does upstate.
Here it's...
let's see, did I mention... Charles Grodin is here, Andre Agassi, and what does that other card say, Tony? Let me see that one. Yeah, right there. Hold that up. Just show that to the folks. There you go. There. This is also coming up. Any camera that seems to be working. This is better than any old Woodstock, isn't it?
Boy, I'll say.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, look, I have here a copy of tonight's top 10 list from the home office in Sioux City, Iowa. The category, baseball player demands. A lot of people don't understand the legal intricacies of the baseball strike. The players are gone. It's something to do with the salary cap. The owners want a salary cap. The Major League Baseball players don't want a salary cap. But those are just kind of the headline demands. There are other lists of things that are in question here and are being debated while they're out on strike. Top 10 now, baseball player demands. Here we go. Number 10, no team flights on Continental Airlines. Number 9, goodbye boring baseball caps. Hello festive sombreros. Number 8, make it legal to cork their pants. Number 7, baseballs with delicious chocolate centers. My. Number 6, no more reports from that old guy up at Woodstock. Number 5, 2 words, Streisand tickets. Number 4, every team has to have at least one player named Mookie. Number 3, plenty of dugout slim fast. Well, I don't know why. Look at that. Oh, man. Number 2, put an on-deck circle in Madonna's bedroom. Ladies and gentlemen, it's our Friday night festival of peace and love. Please get a hold of yourselves.